lifestyle solutions planning. Now, this one really is huge and it ties together all the other lifestyle solutions that I've been talking about. And really, if you do not have a plan, you will let things slip. If you don't plan when you're going to go to bed, you're going to go to bed later than planned. If you don't plan in to do your hobby, when time comes down to it, you're going to let that one slide. If you do not plan to eat all your meals, you might forget. If you do not plan what you're going to eat, you might fall off the wagon. And it's not because you have bad intentions, it's just because there is way too much going on in your life for you to be able to keep track of everything. So I think Abraham Lincoln said, you either fail to plan or plan to fail. And it really sums up the importance of planning. And it's not as hard as people might think that it is. It's really about getting out your calendar and putting in all the things that are necessity for you to remember. Obviously, we have work, so we will have to schedule in work. But even during work, if there is places where you can go out and go for a walk or do a quick stretch, maybe you need to put that in the plan, because otherwise you will forget. Things that aren't on the priority of your list or on the top of your priority list, there are things that you need to remind yourself doing. So if drinking water is not important enough because you always forget, you're going to have to set reminders, because otherwise you will forget. And drinking water is super important, such as even walking. If you are unable to step out of your office for the whole day, you need to plan when you're going to get those steps in. Is it before work? Is it after work? Is it both? And the same for your exercise. You need to make that as important meetings with yourself, because taking care of your body really is what's going to make you thrive in any other area. And yes, we have all the same 168 hours of the week, but really what you do with those hours and how efficient you are in planning is going to dictate how many of all these lifestyle solutions and your work that you're going to be able to implement. And the more of these lifestyle solutions that you can put in place, the better you're actually going to feel. And the beautiful thing is that when you feel good, you have more energy, and therefore you're going to have more clarity and you're going to be a better worker. And also you're going to feel a lot more in tune with yourself, because you're actually giving yourself time to breathe, and you don't have to catch yourself that, oh, I forgot. Because if we forget, that can also bring down the whole thing about negativity, and we feel like, oh, I really want to, but I don't have the time. But guess what? If you make the time, it's going to be there, but you have to put it into your journal and into your diary and just make sure that it happens. So planning is one of the hugest, that's wrong, but that's one of the biggest keys to a successful life in regards to anything. So go and create a schedule and stick to it.